Hey YouTube, and today I'm going to tell you about my top 10 favorite synchros in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll have to go to Shooting Quasar Dragon! My favorite synchro in the game of all time. Cause whenever he's synchro summoned, I can attack as multiple times used for synchro materials. He can negate anything. Cause whenever Quasar is destroyed, Shooting Star Dragon takes the place. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, because when he's Synchro summoned, once per turn during either player's turn, when another monster on effect is activated, I can negate the activation if I did destroy that monster. And if I did, this card gains attack equal to the destroyed monster's original attack until the end of the turn. If this card battles a level 5 or higher monster my opponent controls during the damage calculation, this card gains attack equal to the current attack of the opponent's monster in its battling during the damage calculation only. And it has the same negation moves like Quasar. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, because when this card, it becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while it's on the field or in the graveyard. Once per turn, I can destroy as many special summoned effect monsters on the field as possible with attack less than or equal to this card's other than this card, and inflict 500 damage to my opponent for each monster destroyed. TG Halbert Cannon, because he has the same summoning condition as Quasar, because once per turn, when a monster is summoned, I can negate the activation and destroy it, because whenever it's destroyed, I can special summon a TG monster like TG Halbert Cannon can be a boss monster in a TG dex, but people prefer to run Quasar. Goyo Guardian, because when he attacks my opponent's monster, I can take control of it in the graveyard and face up the defense position, and I can use my opponent's monster on the field to use it for Synchro summons, XC summons, Link summons, or XC summons. Super Heavy Samurai Warlord Susanoo, because this card can attack while in face-up defense position. If it does, I can apply its defense position for damage calculation once per turn during either player's turn. If I had no spell or trap card in my graveyard, I could target one spell and trap card in my opponent's graveyard and set it on my side of the field, but banish it when this card leaves. Odin, Father of the Aesir, because this card can be a boss monster in any Nordic decks. Because once per turn, I can make this card unaffected by spell and trap cards effects until the end of this turn. During the end phase, if this card is face up, would be destroyed by my opponent's card by damage or card effects and sent to the graveyard. This turn, I can banish one Nordic Ancient Tuner monster from my graveyard. Special summon it when this card. When summoned this way, I could draw a card. Stardust Dragon, because once per turn, when traps, spells, or monster effects that would destroy any cards on the field, I can send this card to the graveyard to negate the activation. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, because when this card is synchro summoned, I can banish up to one card for each from my opponent, hand, field, or graveyard. Last but not least, Beals the Diabolical Dragon. And because it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. When I take damage from a card attack involving this card or from opponent's card effects, this card gains equal to the damage I took. So that is my top 10 favorite synchros in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Remember, like and subscribe.